No!
Andrews hangs out with Cam Newton, and New York's outspoken wide receiver takes over our show.
About to hop in here and go through this little interview with the big man, straight hand. Let's see how we do.
I can't believe it.
It's kind of like a coach.
It's kind of like a wizard. It's kind of like...
There's more ways to win on FanDuel. Get a $20 bonus with your first deposit.
You shall not pass on fourth down!
Everybody, everybody, get it started. Let's get it started. Ha! Let's get it started. Yeah, let's get it started. Ha! Let's get it.
All right, everybody, it's week 1. Let's get this thing started of the NFL. Week 1 of the NFL. Here is my final predictions for week 1. Happy NFL Sunday. Nope, it's not Rusev Day. It's NFL. It's football day. All right. We got, Eagles got the win in the bag Thursday night. So I got the Steelers over the Browns. I got the Bengals over the Colts. The Titans over the Dolphins. The Vikings over the 49ers. The Patriots over the Texans. The Saints over the Buccaneers. Jacksonville over the New York Giants. The Baltimore Ravens over the Buffalo Bills. The Chargers over the Kansas City Chiefs. The Seattle Seahawks over the Denver Broncos. Redskins over the Arizona Cardinals. Carolina over the Dallas Cowboys. Green Bay Packers over the Chicago Bears. New York Jets over the... Detroit Lions over the New York Jets. And the Los Angeles Rams over the Oakland Raiders.
The man with many golden moments, Tom Brady, certainly knows a thing or two about the Super Bowl as he sets out this season in search of his 6th Lombardi Trophy and 9th Super Bowl appearance overall. All right, folks, time now for golden moments brought to you by McDonald's. Coach and Phil, take it away.
Yeah, the Houston Texans, Phil, they visited the New England Patriots last year in Week 3, and it was a coming-out party for this man.
Between you and an...
Conquer it with the new 2019 Sorento with standard 7-passenger seating.
Here's a pass he threw against the Patriots last year. And one thing I love, that's Ryan Griffin, the tight end over here in the slot. Deshaun Watson, when he's in trouble, he doesn't always go forward or sideways. Sometimes he goes backwards. And I don't know how, but he kept his eyes all the way to the right side of the field and saw Ryan Griffin off balance, get smashed, still completes the pass. A lot of movement, a lot of different things they do with him. So here, under center, you're thinking run, play action, pass. But what is it? It's a quarterback draw. You got Nick Martin now leads up in the front, and Dante Foreman, the running back, seals it off. Deshaun Watson makes the run, and what he does really well, he doesn't take a hit. A lot of movement, again, deception, fake the reverse, fake the handoff, the linebacker bites. Now it's an option play against the safety. He has no chance. And once again, Deshaun Watson gets down. Really a tremendous... Bill O'Brien did a great job with their offense. But you know, there's a lot of optimism about one team around the league, and who would that be?
You know, it's the Cleveland Browns, Phil, and I'll tell you why it's the Cleveland Browns. If you think about them since 1999, they've had 29 starting quarterbacks. And you know what? The best quarterback room they've had since Brian Sipe and Bernie Kosar. They had 112 starts, 105 starts. They got Tyrod Taylor and Baker Mayfield, the first pick in the draft. They also went out and got Jarvis Landry, a free agent, and couple him with Josh Gordon. You can see the chance they had to have a dynamic passing game. Tyrod Taylor does not turn the football over. Jarvis Landry led the league in cutting receptions a year ago. And then you think about coupling that with a running game that's about power running. Carlos Hyde, and this pick right here in the second round, Nick Chubb from Georgia. The two-man punch of him Carlos Hyde, Nick Chubb, give him a power running game with a good passing game on the defensive side of the ball. When he was drafted, Myles Garrett, I want to have a chance to sack Ben Roethlisberger. Last year, this against Alejandro Villanueva, they put him on that side. That was Landry Jones, and today that will be Ben Roethlisberger. A lot of optimism up there. Starts with the quarterback, starts with that defense and that running game. I'm going to tell you, the wind and rain could be a factor, but there's a lot of optimism in Cleveland.
A lot of enthusiasm to you about the Browns. Hey, here we got James Conner taking the place of Le'Veon Bell, who is missing this game. That's over $850,000 he is missing.
What
That's
does James Conner make?
James Conner's going to run hard and have a good day behind a good offensive line.
What's inside? A moment of joy.
Rodgers, the most talented player at the most important position. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Donald, another Aaron Donald for me.
$2.6 billion spent in free agency. $2.6 billion. Are you looking at me or what?
Yes, I know.
Cross-eyed, or are you looking at me?
I know how you judge.
Money? No.
Then let's know which one was the least worth it then.
John Gruden.
Ooh, really?
Well, I mean, I got no problem with the money.
Jealous.
But 10 years? Are you kidding me? I mean, the moves they have made, they'll be miserable. They won't ever see the end of that contract. Hey, I signed a 10-year contract. How'd that work out?
Not very well, I might add. But yours was for like $1.1 million.
As a matter of fact, how much longer you got on your contract here?
No, I think Kirk Cousins was a bad move. I wouldn't have paid him that money. I wouldn't have brought him over. I would have kept Case Keenum. I thought he was perfect for Minnesota.
Hey,
Okay,
that's all
fine.
we got.
How about some support here?
We got you.
Look back at Thursday night's game. The Falcons lose Keanu Neal, and that offense looks just like it did last year.
Yeah.
Are they still a Super Bowl contender, especially as tough as the NFC?
And they're talented. That team has a lot of talent. And
They
if
can
you
be.
watch the game on Thursday night, just get over the hump. Atlanta needs to learn how to get over the hump.
That's it. That's it.
End of
That's
the
it,
game.
Mike.
You have too much talent to not be able to get it to Julio.
They had every
somebody.
opportunity to win that football
Yeah.
game, and today we'd be having a different conversation.
They better pick it up, or Sarkisian won't be offensive coordinator much longer.
Will he be with John Gruden?
Yeah, they're
10 years from now. Exactly. Hey, talking about Thursday night's game, do we even know what a catch is yet?
I think we're figuring it out.
No. Based on Thursday night, no.
Go tell that to Pittsburgh when they lost to New England. Go tell that to the Dallas Cowboys with Des Bryant.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about
That's
about Franco.
Yeah.
Hey, Franco, nobody knows that Franco caught it.
Guys,
Don't
the
try to
Cleveland
pick.
Browns, obviously they didn't win a game last year, so if they win one, they're improved. How many games, though? did they win this season?
Six.
I'll go 7.
I'm going to go 11.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to go 8. I'll go 8, just to be different.
I had
6, 7, 8,
I really,
11.
okay, yeah.
Five,
We'll
I
find
think.
out if one of you are right. Well, the LA Rams, you know what? They are Super Bowl contenders, and they will kick off Thursday Night Football on Fox Week 4 as they host the Minnesota Vikings. Michael, Terry, and Howie will come to you live from New York City with Fox NFL Thursday. And that starts September 27th, 7:30 Eastern Time. It's the best Thursday night schedule ever. And Fox is your new home to prime-time football. I know you boys are excited. You ready to go to New York every week?
I am. Love New York.
East Coast version of Beverly Hillbillies,
He
right?
loves it. It is Jade Clampett all over.
All over.
Cement Pond, baby.
Here, riding a horse in the city.
Why don't we bring in a native New Yorker / New Jersey or wherever, somewhere in the tri-state area?
How you
Any
doing?
place that you're from. Hey, how you doing?
doing?
Let's talk about quarterbacks. Fill us in on the status of both Carson Wentz and Andrew Luck.
All right, we're going to start with Carson Wentz, who I think, as we speak, is probably arguing with the doctors that he's good to go. But because the way Nick Foles played the other night, the Eagles have even more confidence that they can be conservative with Carson Wentz. They want to make sure that he is absolutely 100% before he comes back. They're going to recheck him tomorrow, but unless something dramatic happens, don't expect Carson Wentz to be starting next week. As far as Andrew Luck's concerned, this guy, we have not seen him in over a year. Physically, they think he's better than he was before the injury. Mentally, it wasn't until he took 2 big hits in the preseason that they said, okay, he's good to go there. Now, it's about getting him in game shape, getting his rhythm going, getting the rust off. They believed in him so much that I'm told that last year, the Cleveland Browns actually tried to trade for Andrew Luck before the trade deadline, but Chris Ballard said, even with this injury, Andrew Luck is our future.
All right, we'll get fantasy lineup info from you a little bit later. But up next, Michael sits down with Odell Beckham Jr., who may not be the only star on the Giants offense if number 2 overall pick Saquon Barkley comes anywhere near expectations in his rookie year. Former Giants defensive star JPP is now a member of TB. He makes his Bucs debut trying to chase down Drew.
These moves are so contagious, even we had to get in on the action. There's no doubt this year's celebrations will be bigger and better than ever. Potato sack race. So this offseason, we have to step our game up to improve our Loosen up, fellas. Okay, get it, JB. I'm not sure what that is. A little more like this. I think we're better off as a group. You know what? Maybe we need a little bit more work.
All right, guys, I think we need a little bit more work on our celebrations, all right?
No, man. Choreographed great rhythm. I'm very happy.
That was my choreography, but you guys got some good moves.
Can I just say one thing? Thank you for increasing my street cred.
Hey, your boy stayed right in the same spot, did he not?
Yeah, JB was just like, I'm going to just stay right in my zone, the 2-step radius.
Hey, folks, now as we shift gears, it's time for us to go inside the pregame HQ, delivered by Domino's. Going worst to first in your division has become common practice in the league. In 14 of the past 15 seasons, at least one team has done it. 23 teams in total since 2003. Now, last season, the Jags won the AFC South and reached the AFC Championship game. The Eagles, as we know, one-upped them and went from division worst to Super Bowl champs. The first team to do so since the Saints did it back in 2009. So, as I ask my guys who's going from the doghouse to the penthouse, we start with Phil.
Well, I'm going to pick a team that's the Chicago Bears, and I ask all of you here real quick, what is their weakness? You were right. That's the answer. There is none. There is none.
Have a contested, inexperienced quarterback.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to find it. We took care of that. We got Khalil Mack and Leonard Floyd rushing the quarterback. We got an offensive line that really has no weaknesses. They got 2 star running backs. And the one problem they had last year, they lacked, Khalil Mack, of course, is going to be a big addition. They lacked receivers. They went out and got Allen Robinson, Taylor Gabriel. They drafted Anthony Miller. And they got Kevin White. Mitchell Trubisky has some people to throw the football to. He's going to get protection, and they got good running backs. Look out for Chicago.
You're so surly this morning.
What do you mean this morning?
I'll tell you my team, the New York Giants. There's not been a repeat winner since 2004 in the NFC East. When you think about what they did with Pat Shurmur coming out, they went and drafted Saquon Barkley with the first pick in the draft, or the second pick in the draft. And then Evan Ingram can stretch the field along with Odell Beckham and Sterling Shepard. I love what they're doing on that side of the ball. James Beckton, this defensive coordinator, came from Arizona. They're going to go to a 3-4 defense that can create rush. I like what they're all about. Look for the New York Giants to win the NFC East.
All right, you said the Bears, you say the Giants. I say look at those divisions and how difficult those teams are in those divisions. I say the Texans, and the reason I say the Texans is because of the emergence of Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
And Whitney Merciless is back. J.J. Watt is back. And when J.J. Watt is in the lineup, they have a top 5 defense, guys. All the statistics point to that. So assuming these guys can stay healthy, and I think we're all assuming that about the teams we're talking about,
right.
This team in the division of the AFC South has a very good chance from going worst to first.
All right, let me put some powder on my hands because I'm going to do some heavy lifting right here. I'm going with the AFC North, and I'm looking at the Cleveland Browns. Speaking about that division. Hey, look, the Steelers, there's some drama. Am I feeling hot? There's some drama there. That could derail their season. The Ravens, they're loaded, but sometimes they don't fulfill their expectations. Cincy, that's the biggest question mark. But starting with Tyrod Taylor, last year, they had 28 interceptions as quarterbacks. Tyrod Taylor, lowest interception percentage in NFL history. Myles Garrett right there. My man went off last year. 7 sacks in just 9 games. That defense, 7th ranked in rushing D in that offense. They got skilled players now. I'm just saying, they could shock the world. Cleveland Browns, don't let me down.
Nate, your street cred is high. Do you really feel that in your heart of hearts?
Yeah, JB, I really, my voice cracking. No, I believe it.
We'll keep the conversation going here, but with kickoff just about a half hour away, time now to set the scene at your game as we take you out first on the field for the latest news and updates on your matchup.
And boom,
All right, thank you, JB. Greg Gumbel, Trent Green, Bruce Arians, the opener here in Cleveland today to be played under the threat of a lot of rain. But this is an AFC North rivalry that has really been unfair over the years, Trent, simply because one Ben Roethlisberger seems to own the Cleveland Browns.
Well, he definitely owns the Browns, and when you consider he grew up in the state of Ohio, he went to college in the state of Ohio, he has a 21-2 record against the Cleveland Browns as a quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked to Coach Mike Tomlin. He told us Ben's a mutter. He likes these conditions. It's not going to affect him, but the guy that may be affected is the running back that he has behind him today.